There's a story to this painting. I lived in Denver, Colorado, and went one time with my partner to New York City. And prior to leaving, someone had given me a bunch of ranunculus, and I put them in my blue vase, and I put them on top of a grand piano we had in the living room. They looked just beautiful there. And I went off to New York City, and I left. Well, I came back 5 days later, and it was getting later in the afternoon. I walked in, and there were the flowers on the piano starting to droop. Some were starting to droop. They were losing their water. Some were still alive. And it was just so beautiful that I had to capture it. I was exhausted. I was sort of jet lagging a bit, and but I knew in the morning it'd be gone. So I just dropped my suitcase right in the entryway, grabbed the flowers, put them down in my studio, threw a light on it, and I painted that in about 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I painted as fast as I could, trying to capture the movement and the elegance of the flowers fading. I love this piece. When I was painting this, it wasn't so much about getting the flowers right. I actually didn't care about that. I really wanted to paint the movement, and also to show even in dying, there was a vitality there's still a vitality in the flowers. There's a vitality in the whole construction of the flowers that was still as vibrant as if they were fully erect and, fully in blossom. It's hard for me to describe, but what I really wanted to paint was the energy the flowers possess and how they dance together. I think that's the best way I can put it. I think one of the things that what I saw in this was I was going through a lot of transition in my own life at that particular time, and sometimes I used to think of transition as sort of a death and maybe hopefully a rebirth or something like that. But I never really imagined that the energy of transition, of going from one thing to another, could be so vibrant. And there's something about looking at the flowers that made me feel more excited about going through the changes I was going through, more excited to explore the unknown. These flowers spoke to me in some way that gave me courage to let go of a certain way in which I was existing in that particular moment.